Our next speaker will talk about realities and challenges of NCD prevention and control in Jordan. Dr. Kamel Ajlouni is a leader of NCDs in his country and in the region. Please, Dr. Ajlouni.
أولا شكرا لوزارة الصحة السعودية على هذه الدعوة ولمنظمة الصحة العالمية على دعوتي للمشاركة. سأحاول أن ألتزم بالوقت قدر الإمكان. والحقيقة أن في الأردن لا نحتاج إلى إعادة الأرقام. عندنا 30% من المجموعة from the age group 25 and above having diabetes. We are having 50% of the population above the age 25 having dyslipidemia, 29% having hypertension, and between overweight and obesity, above 80% of the population have these problems. 30% of the people in the 40s as women having the metabolic syndrome, and 50% of women. The CDC and the Ministry of Health have estimated the cost in 2004 of these 4 diseases by 654 dinars, is about $700 million. We estimated that by 2050 we'll have 3.3 million people having diabetes, around 4 million having hypertension, and around 3 million who will have dyslipidemia. The latest statistics in Jordan is alarming. All these percentage of prevalence are increasing. So the Minister of Health and the Jordanian government have decided it is time to start action. Therefore, we put the national strategy. This is a list of the people who have participated in putting the strategy, the Ministry of Health, and I think it was missing here yesterday because we think it's very important, Wazarat al-Awqaf, because the masjid, the mosque, and the churches have to play a role in moving the population. Wazarat al-Ta'lim al-Ali and all the ministers of health who were involved in this, beside all the medical schools and all the health institutions in Jordan, beside all the drug companies who have interest in cardiovascular disease as well as diabetes. The vision was clear that most of these diseases are preventable and we have to act very, very soon, and everybody has to get involved. I'm not going to repeat for the sake of time all the details, but it's very, very clear that we have to start with the prevention and we have to have equality access to all the population, and it has to be multi-sectorial approach. Prevention and management should be focused on prevention, promotion of healthy diet for all population, and promotion of physical activity. We are using the ADA criteria for the diagnosis, and it was very clear that we have to increase the awareness, we have to obtain political support and ensure funding. Let me decide on some slides. First of all, the information system. The classical one, the television and the newspapers, in my opinions, are not very effective. They are very expensive. Although we mobilized all of this, the Ministry of Education is one of the main focuses, and we have not only the collaboration, but the real support and initiative from the Ministry of Higher Education, Ministry of Municipality, and the most important, which I would like to emphasize in this meeting, because everybody is talking what we should do, playing football and so on, without the real emphasis on the role of the mosque and churches in this part of the world. In Jordan, 2% of our population are Christians, 98% are Muslims, but Wazarat al-Awqaf, which is in charge of all the mosques in Jordan, they have to prepare themselves to be a very crucial partner. We wanted an absolute political support and without any limitation, and has to be not from every ministry on its own. It has to be a cabinet decision that was taken in Jordan 1 year ago in the presence of the Prime Minister and all the people concerned. And after the approval of this strategy, it was decided that we will go and start working. We did not have the funding, but the pharmaceutical companies were very generous, and I would like to stress the Hikma, Sanofi, Novo Nordisk, and small others who are financing this. We mobilized all TV, press, writers, and artists who were involved in special workshops and with active discussion with them. The Ministry of Education is very important. We are now, at the present time, with the help of the Ministry of Health, distributing 1 million. This is for a Jordanian population of 6 million, booklet about diabetes, hypertension, about the strategy, about obesity, and all these important things. This is the Minister of Education heading one of the meetings or presiding on one of the meetings of the commission involved. This is our Undersecretary who is here of Health, who is active participant in all this. I'm not going to give you more and more details, but the Ministry of Health has took very important action. That's all the carbonated drinks are banned now in schools. Chips and all unhealthy fast food which were sold in the canteens of these schools are now banned. They are putting certain conditions for the food sold in the canteens. And I would like to take the last 2-3 minutes, okay, because I promised you to be on time. Just because nobody is mentioning this, always in all Arab countries, we have to remember that religion plays a major role, and a major role in education, especially Islam, which took stands against obesity, against excessive food intake. And there are a lot of phrases in ayat في القرآن وأحاديث نبوية تدعو إلى هذا، ولذلك ركزنا على هذا الموضوع. وأنا أريد أن أركز. I would like to concentrate on this topic today. We have in Jordan 5,000 mosques. We have Friday prayers in 3,000. 3/4 of the Jordanian population hear the speech of the imams on Fridays. We did prepare a special program for the imams and to let them use it in the Friday prayers, in the religious speeches during the week, and again in the Islamic centers. This is the Minister of Awqaf. These are all the imams in Amman, and I would like you to notice that we have females da'iyat. These females partners in our strategies are more important, really more important than the men imam, because they go and visit women in the houses, not wait for them to come to the mosques. And this is another meeting. We have participated 300 in Jordan. We have the northern part, the middle part, and the southern. And we did have this number of mosques participating. and just the result of a questionnaire after we give them the program with questions and answer, they said 72% of the people who visited the mosque said that their knowledge about diabetes, hypertension, and obesity has improved. 15% they said they didn't know anything about it. 13% they didn't care. Conclusion, as far as the mosques are concerned, and we have church participation also, المساجد مراكز إعلامية لا يفوقها أي وسيلة أخرى مرئية أو مسموعة تقليدية. يقدر عدد المستمعين لخطبة الجمعة في الأردن مباشرة، يعني مباشرة بيصلوا أو غير مباشرة برودكاستينج، بنصف السكان. استغلال الضوابط الشرعية للاعتدال في الأكل وعدم الإسراف مهم جدا لمحاربة زيادة الوزن والسمنة والسكري. الآيات الكريمة والأحاديث النبوية الخاصة بالوقاية ومحاربة الأمراض والأوبئة كثيرة، ويجب أن تكون جزء من التوعية الصحية. يجب العمل الجاد لضم الاجتماعات الدينية المسيحية إلى مراكز تثقيفية. There are other ministries which are very important. Started to free the sidewalks. We don't have sidewalks in Jordan. They are occupied either by parking cars or by vendors or by trees. I think in Jordan we are going in the right direction, but we need surveillance and we need evidence of improvement in the prevalence of diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and also dyslipidemia. I don't want to speak any longer because I know that my colleagues, they have to have their share of time. I would like to stop and thank you all.